Hello, and this video today is going to be a bit different from what it normally is, because I'm going to be giving tips on For Honor. And I like to think I'm decent at the game, as I do have roughly 1,000 hours on it. So yeah, we'll get into the first tip. I'll make it quick, because I do understand how annoying it can be when someone's doing a tip and tutorial video that's half an hour long when they can shorten it down to 5 minutes. So that's what I'm going to aim to do, make it 5 minutes so I don't keep you too long. So it's going to be set into 3 sections: beginner tips, mediocre tips, and advanced tips. So let's start off with the beginner tips to start off with. So the first thing that you're obviously going to have to do when you get into this game is choose a character. And I would recommend not going on a tier list video, choosing a character that they say is the best, like S tier. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, purely because at your point in playing, you really don't need a stupidly insane character that's easy to play at insane levels. You just need a character that has the fundamentals like all characters, so you can learn how to chain attacks, how to feint, and stuff like that, which moves us on to the next tip in the beginners section, which is learning the character that you've chosen, which means understanding what they do, their mix-ups and how you do them, and just learn everything about that character to off by heart, so you don't have to even think when you're fighting someone about these sort of things, your attacks and the attacks you can do. Okay, now we'll move on to the next section, mediocre. So once you've mastered beginner tips, you can move on to these ones. So tip 3, learn what different characters do. So if, for example, you're fighting a warmonger, she does a dodge attack, a heavy dodge attack, you learn that's unblockable, for example, and you can learn that she feints that eventually, so you just learn what other people can do, which leads us on to the next tip, is making reads on people, which means predicting, giving very well educated guesses on what someone's going to do. Now, this varies from player to player, character to character, so you need to make them while you're fighting people. I would recommend learning to do this in Dominion, because you just get to keep fighting them over and over again, or a Breach, instead of a Jules, because you don't get to fight them very much, not make very good reads. And that's what separates most of the skill, is a good player on For Honor will be able to make good, reliable reads very quick compared to a new player at For Honor. And tip 3 does help you with this, because you know what the characters can do. That's done with the mediocre section. Now we're going into the advanced section, is learning the perfect punishes for everything on each character. Well, each character you play, which is a lot easier said than done. You can find videos on YouTube, obviously, of people making them for all of the perfect punishes for everything, so I'd recommend going to check some of them out. There won't be any on this channel unless you request some. And so, for example, a guard break, most characters is just a simple heavy punish for the perfect punish, because some people don't get the max punishes. Or for a Rochi, for example, I think a heavy parry is zone light for max, for 2 more damage than light, which, you know, it's not a lot, but it's the best punish you can get for it, and 2 damage counts in this game. So, I think those are all the tips. If you did find these helpful, please like, and I'll try and make another one, because there are countless tips in this game. And yeah, thank you for watching.